Hi guys, I'm Dean and welcome back to Teen Inspired Stories channel where we can get real about my stories, my struggles, our journeys, our success, and of course our healing. So for today's video, I'm going to share to you one of the top self-improvement that I'm doing for this past few months. Months pa lang kasi yung ginagawa ko to. So as you can see, hindi ako fluent sa English. So, this activity na isi-share ko sa inyo help me to improve my English and at the same time, be confident in front of camera. So, let's dive in. This kind of self-improvement activity helps me to become confident in front of camera kahit hindi ako fluent sa English. Okay? So, if you are someone na gustong i-improve yung speaking English language niya, if you are someone na walang mahagilap na kaibigan or kakilala kasi introvert ka at gusto mong i-practice yung English mo, then this activity might be helpful for you. So, let's start. So, hindi ko alam kung anong tawag sa activity na gagawin natin. So, naglista lang ako ng different kinds of personal or philosophical questions. So, sasagutin ko lang to based on my experience and stock knowledge. And sasagutin ko to in English. I will try to express my idea on English language. So, ginagawa ko to for about 3 months na. So, hindi naman lagi. Pero, yeah, yung confidence na nakikita nyo ngayon sa akin, sa pagharap sa camera, sa pag-start ng vlog na to, dahil yun sa activity na to. So, this is my one way of self-improvement. Paano ko nga ba ginagawa ang Q&A activity na to for my self-improvement or improving my English speaking language? So, bubunot ako dito ng 5 to 10 questions, then I will answer it in English. I will express my idea and try to speak in English. Now, yung mga i-share ko din sa inyo is based on my experience. So, this is one way of knowing me better based sa mga questions na sasagutin ko. Kasi yung iba dito, most of it ay personal question. So, sasagutin ko siya based on my experience. So, this way, you can know me better. You can know if ano yung mga pinagdaanan ko, why I am now confident and try to do this vlog. So, let's start. So, bago tayo mag-start, paano nyo ba nilalagay ito? Ganyan. Ang conscious kasi. Naririnig mo pa ba ako? Alam ko. Hawakan ko na nga lang siya. Okay. So, bubunat na tayo. Okay. Sabi dito, what is a value you hold that you think is essential for living a fulfilling life? What is a value you hold that you think is essential for living a fulfilling life? Okay. So, siguro, maybe the value that I'm trying to hold right from this moment of my life is being myself. I do believe that we have to love ourselves, be comfortable being ourselves, because in a world where people try to be someone else, I'm really fascinated by people who are being true to themselves, being true to their values, being true to their what they believe in life, and being confident for who they are. Okay? So this kind of value that I bring to myself in this age. So I'm already 33. So I do believe that I attract people that have good intention, that is authentic, that is true to themselves also, because I know for myself that I am authentic, I am honest. So I do believe that being myself, I attract people with the same belief as mine. So yeah, that's the kind of value I bring, or I bring up until this age. Next, What's one of your fondest memories from the past year? What's one of your fondest memories from the past year? Past year, so last year lang. So maybe the fondest memories that I have in the past year is the way we spend our time as a family. So growing up, we didn't have the chance to spend bond as a family. So last year, me and my brother tried to spoil our parents and bringing them into different beaches in our province. So as much as possible, we try to have a family bonding every month, and we try to travel as far as we can as long as we are together. So no matter how we spend, because um growing up we didn't get a chance to spoil our parents because I think they work hard to where we are now as adults. I think we owe them. We owe those times to bond with them, to get them experience life again after the hard work they've done for us. So I think that is the fondest memories we've ever built for the past year. Next, can you describe a cultural experience from your travels that surprised you? Okay, ulitin natin. Can you describe a cultural experience from your travels that surprised you? Mm, I can say something about this because I haven't traveled from different countries. I only traveled here in our country. So I can't describe a specific cultural experience because I haven't traveled from different country. But if you're going to ask me on a local level, not international, so the cultural experience that surprised me is how my mother's side celebrates fiesta. Okay, fiesta here in the Philippines is a patron celebration for each town, so or each barangay. So I grew up in my father's side, so we didn't get a chance to experience fiesta in a manner that most household are celebrating it or cooking food or preparing delicious, sumptuous foods for everyone. Okay, so when I studied in my mother's side during my college years, so I've experienced how they prepared for fiesta. So it's my God, it's a lot of food, it's a lot of people, it's yeah, I've got to I'm just so happy. I'm just so thankful that I've got to experience that kind of tradition, that kind of culture that they have on my mother's side. So my mom is from Leyte and my father is from Luzon. So they have different culture, they have different tradition, even if it's just here in the Philippines. So yeah. Okay, next. I don't know. How do you make time for your hobbies amidst your daily responsibilities? I will repeat. How do you make time for your hobbies amidst your daily responsibilities? So I make time for my hobbies like this one, my vlogging hobbies, by um, making sure that I have a proper organization or time management. So as much as possible, I block off my time of activities or yeah, I block off my list of activities within the day. So I plan out my activities for the day so I can have time to do my hobbies and at the same time do my responsibilities. So how I block off my time, let's say for example, um, from the time I wake up to the time I have to go to work. So I'm working remotely. So I had to work on a graveyard graveyard shift here in the Philippines, so I have a different time management. So I have a different timeline for myself. It's quite unique because I'm not working on Philippine time. So I don't wanna, you know, categorize or list each down of that activities, but yeah, on general answer, that's how I um, prioritize. That's how I do my thing every day. I'm blocking off my time. Same as when I'm working, I'm blocking off my time. Next, how would you describe your identity and the factors that contribute to it? Oh my God. How would you describe your identity and the factors that contribute to it? Okay, so I will describe my identity as someone who is, you know, I think, okay, the word that's coming in my mind right now is authentic. I do believe that my identity as a person is that I'm honest, I'm being true to myself. Okay, I don't lie. People who lie about other people, I don't wanna be with people who, yeah, who cannot be true to themselves. So I think my identity is that I try to be as honest as I am, and the factors that contribute to it is that I was betrayed by the people I trust in the past, and I wanted to attract people. I wanted to be surrounded by people who are honest, who have good intentions with me or with my family. So yeah, that's the factor that contributes to it. I was betrayed by the people I trust, by the friends I trust, by the people I love, and I wanted this time, this this age, and going forward, I wanted to be surrounded by people who have good intentions with me and my family, and who are true and authentic to themselves. So I think we're done, and I hope you learned something from me today. So if you see this video as helpful, please subscribe, and I want also to know your story by sharing your self-improvement activities in the comment below. Bye!